Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, the people of the tube. Today I'd like to demo this. Bing! This is the Ibanez WH-10 Reissue wah-wah pedal. Famous because Mr. John Frusciante uses one, so I had to get one, being a massive John fan. I'm going to give you my impressions at the end, but first off, I'm going to go through all the features it's got and, well, basically show you what it sounds like. Just to tell you quickly, on the left side, I really have trouble with left and right because I'm a bit stupid. On the left side, you've got a dry out. You can kind of run a tuner out from there. You've got a depth control. This little control is the amount of wah, the intensity of wah. And you've also got a switch for guitar or bass because you use it as a bass wah as well. Front is where the inputs are. 9-volt adapter. Very, very flimsy little switch. I've got to say, very, very flimsy little switch. But again, better construction than the original, as it's metal. It can handle a bit more punishment when you stand on it. The original one was plastic, so you see them all the time with brakes and the pedal bit. So anyway, enough talking. Let's hear what it sounds like. Okie dokie. So Ibanez WH-10 wah 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 pedal. So I'm going to show you what it sounds like. I'm going to go through the sweep dial on the side, the little kind of intensity dial that's on the left hand side. I'm going to show you what that sounds like. Just so you know, I'm using my white 62 Fender Strat, the orange CL120 as per usual. EQ, I'll get into that in a minute actually. I'll show you what it sounds like because there's something I want to explain in a minute that I've done to the amp to kind of go with the pedal. So anyway, let's engage the pedal and show you the wah-wah sound. So at this point in time, the little dial on the left hand side is all the way down on 0. So it gives you this kind of sound. So bridge pickup to start with there, and then it was neck pickup to start with there, and then I switched to the bridge pickup. So that's it on 0. Let's put it up to 1/4. I'm doing it in little bits because this pedal's really intense with that dial. So this is 1/4. Start with neck pickup again. Bridge. You can hear it's kind of building in intensity, so if we go for halfway now, it's going to get more intense. So neck pickup again. Bridge. So you can hear it's getting more and more intense every time I turn the dial up. So now at 3/4, it's going to get quite crazy. And now all the way up, which is where I always love to run it because it just sounds immense. Let's change feet because that's weird. So that's that dial, and I'm going to leave it on full intensity and show you the bass setting. This pedal has 2 settings, so this is the bass sound, and it's just awesome sounding. I mean, that's immense, and you can hear it. Hopefully you can kind of hear that. That sounds incredible. It's really intense wah-wah sound, it really is. That's big. It's a big wah sound. That's what it is. It's a big wah sound, because basically what the intensity dial, it's almost like a preamp kind of thing. So you got a boost in there, kind of a gain boost, and that's what basically that does. It adds a bit of gain. Evil, absolutely evil. My main concern and qualm with this pedal, that was really rude, ignore that, there's my whole hand, is its bypass signal. It's not a true bypass pedal, and I wouldn't have bought it if it was, because I don't like true bypass wah pedals. I like wah pedals that darken the sound. And so its bypass is very dark. I mean, what I've done to the EQ on the amp is I'm running the treble on 10, which I never do, and I've got the bass at 4. Volume is on a full whack, so that's on 10. But I don't normally run treble that high, but running treble that high actually just gives me a pretty good clean sound. But there's this slight hint of someone's got hold of its nose honk, and I don't particularly like that, and that kind of annoys me. That's the one thing that annoys me about this pedal, is I love it, and I love the sound of it, and it's the most amazing wah-wah sound, but its bypass sound just sucks all the sound out of your original signal, and I like pedals that do that, but not this much. This is just a crazy amount. If I put my EQ where I normally have it for normal wah-wah pedals and engage the pedal, the pedal sounds amazing. Really John Frusciante-like, but if I now turn the pedal off and use the net pickup, it's too dark and dull and very lifeless kind of sounding. It just really sucks the life out of the sound. And just to give you an idea, if I go straight into the amp quick now, this is now the amp without the pedal. This is just straight in. So you can hear the difference in brightness when you've got the pedal like plugged into the chain and when you haven't. So it's, you know, supremely dark. It just sucks all the tone out of it. But other than that, it's a great pedal, but that kind of ruins its application really, and I think that's a lot of people that I've spoken to tend to buy it really happy about getting an Ibanez wah because they finally reissued it, and they get it and it does that. And there's also another thing I'm gonna show you in a minute. Actually, I'll show you right now. Actually, I'll finish what I was saying in a sec, but yeah, it kind of goes along with this. So let me show you this right now, and it's kind of, I'm gonna do a close up because it's something that I've done to it. So let's show you that. Okay, yeah, as I was saying, that the pedal's a bit of a letdown, really, because when Ibanez kind of said they were going to reissue it, I went nuts, and I'm sure all the John Frusciante fans went nuts, because you actually finally get to kind of get one of these at a decent price, because the old ones are very hard to come by, and if they're not broken, very expensive. Big plastic housing, you know, and when they said it was metal housing, I thought, wow, awesome, gotta get one. And I've got to say, that bypass signal, that's its biggest flaw. If that wasn't like that, if it was just like a normal wah-wah pedal where it just kind of sapped the tone, you know, just a little bit, but I absolutely love. I don't like true bypass pedals that just kind of like, because I love, especially wah-wah pedals, I love that darkness that wah-wah pedals add. I absolutely love it. But this is too dark. This is just silly. This is just a tone sapper. This is absolutely. And that really lets it down. That really was kind of like a big letdown for, I think, for a lot of people who went out and bought this, because so many people I've spoke to go out and buy it, find out it does that, saps the tone, and they sell it. And then they don't bother and they look for an alternative. My alternative is the Vox wah-wah pedal. I absolutely adore the Vox. It's my favourite wah-wah pedal in the world. This is definitely a second, but it's still a mile off from the Vox wah-wah pedals. But yeah, I'd say, you know, great sounding pedal, but it's it's just that bypass signal is just ridiculously stupid, and it's live application. You kind of need to run it with like maybe an EQ pedal, or run your EQ really, really bright. You have to tune your amp and your pedals to this pedal, and that's always and you shouldn't ever really have to do that. You should be able to, like, especially a wah-wah pedal, you should be able to just shove it on your board and it does what it does. But you have to really tune your entire rig really to this pedal, which is never a good thing. Another thing that I don't like that Ibanez did was they put this really flimsy switch in, which I said at the beginning. They also put like 2 kind of buffering bars, which means you have to stand on it so hard to get it turned on. And then if you took one of them away, it turned on too easy. So it was a bit of a, I don't know, it was a bit of a cock-up really on Ibanez's part. One thing I did though, if you have one of these and you absolutely love it, and I do love this pedal, don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore this pedal, I love the sound of it, but it's, as I say, it's just its bypass signal just ruins it really. But its wah-wah sound is unreal, it really is amazing. But one thing I did is I took one of the feet, you get 4 little rubber feet. What I did is I took one of them off, and I took the 2, I'll see if I can show you this close up actually. I don't know if you'll be able to see, my camera doesn't always focus. Well, it's not my camera, it's Joe's camera, but we'll brush over that for the time being. On this upside down here, hopefully where you can see my finger is, there's like a rubber strip, and there was 2 of them originally, which made it really hard to turn on. So I got rid of them, rid of one of them, so I've got one left. And hopefully down there you can see, that's where one of the feet is, off the bottom of the pedal. And having that, as you can see, I like close it together, it makes it really, well, I hope you can hear that. Makes it a bit more normal to turn it off and on, like a normal wah-wah pedal. Like, you know, you can actually turn it off and on without real kind of it being too easy or it being too hard. So that's something that I did. And if you've got one of these and you're finding out a bit of an issue, do try that out. See how you get on with that, because that really helped me with this pedal loads. So anyway, I'm gonna call it a day on this little video on the Ibanez WH-10 reissue. As I say, awesome pedal, just that bypass signal just really knocks the mark down, really. It's kind of like, you know, if it weren't for that, that'd be a 10 out of 10 pedal, but as a result, it's like, you know, it's a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10 pedal, really. It's not... It's great, but it could be greater. It's as simple as that. And I haven't played an original, so I don't know what they sound like. But anyway, I'm going to stop jabbering now and let you get off. I know you're busy people. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video on the Ibanez WH-10 wah. Try one out for yourself, you might like it. If not, then don't bother. Either way, I will see you again for another video. Goodbye now. See you again. Wait! Stop the bus! Stop the bus! Stop the bus! I want to get off there! I didn't show you distortion. My God! This is the Ibanez WH-10 wah pedal with distortion. Intensity level all the way up. Sounds like Okay, you can go now. Goodbye.